Corinthian Aleph, or 1 Corinthians, chapter 1. Shaul, a called emissary of Yeshua Messiah by the desire of Elohim, and brother Sosthenes, to the assembly of Elohim which is at Corinth, to those who are set apart in Messiah Yeshua, called set apart ones, with all those calling on the name of Yeshua Messiah, our Master, in every place, theirs and ours. Favor to you, and peace from Elohim our Father and the Master Yeshua Messiah. I thank my Elohim always concerning you for the favor of Elohim which was given to you by Messiah Yeshua, that in him you were enriched in every word and all knowledge, as the witness of Messiah was confirmed in you, so that you're not lacking in any gift, eagerly waiting for the revelation of our Master Yeshua Messiah, who shall also confirm you to the end, unreprovable in the day of our Master Yeshua Messiah. Elohim is trustworthy, by whom you were called into the fellowship of his Son, Yeshua Messiah, our Master. And I appeal to you, brothers, by the name of our Master Yeshua Messiah, that you all agree, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be knit together in the same mind and in the same opinion. For I have been informed concerning you, my brothers, by those of the house of Chloe, that there are strifes among you. What I mean is this, that each one of you says, I am of Shaul, or I am of Apollos, or I am of Kepha, or I am of Messiah. Has the Messiah been divided? Was Shaul impaled for you? Or were you immersed in the name of Shaul? I thank Elohim that I immersed not one of you except Crispus and Gaius, that no one should say that I immersed into my own name. Now, I did also immerse the household of Stephanas. For the rest, I do not know whether I immersed anyone else. For Messiah did not send me to immerse, but to bring the good news, not with wisdom of words, that the stake of Messiah should not be nullified. For the word of the stake is indeed foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of Elohim. For it has been written, I shall destroy the wisdom of the wise and set aside the learning of the learned ones. Where is the wise? Where is the scholar? Where is the debater of this age? Has not Elohim made foolish the wisdom of this world? For since in the wisdom of Elohim, the world through wisdom did not know Elohim, it pleased Elohim through the foolishness of preaching to save those who believe. And since Yehudim ask for a sign, and Greeks seek wisdom, yet we proclaim Messiah impaled. To the Yehudim a stumbling block, and to the Greeks foolishness. But to those who are called, both Yehudim and Greeks, Messiah, the power of Elohim, and the wisdom of Elohim. For the foolishness of Elohim is wiser than men, and the weakness of Elohim is stronger than men. For look at your calling, brothers, that there were not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble. But Elohim has chosen the foolish matters of the world to put to shame the wise, and Elohim has chosen the weak of the world to put to shame the strong. And Elohim has chosen the lowborn of the world, and the despised, and the ones that are not, that he might bring to naught the ones that are, so that No flesh should boast in his presence. And of him you are in Messiah Yeshua, who became for us wisdom from Elohim, righteousness also, and set apartness and redemption, that, as it has been written, he who boasts, let him boast in Yehovah. Chapter 2. And when I came to you, brothers, I did not come with excellence of speech or wisdom, proclaiming to you the witness of Elohim, for I resolved not to know any matter among you except Yeshua Messiah and him impaled. And I was with you in weakness, and in fear, and in much trembling. And my word and my preaching were not with persuasive words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, in order that your belief should not be in the wisdom of men, but in the power of Elohim. Yet we speak wisdom among those who are perfect, and not the wisdom of this age, nor of the rulers of this age that are being brought to naught. But we speak the wisdom of Elohim, which was hidden in a secret, and which Elohim ordained before the ages for our esteem, which no one of the rulers of this age knew. For if they had known, they would not have impaled the master of esteem. But as it has been written, eye has not seen, and ear has not heard, nor have entered into the heart of man what Elohim has prepared for those who love him. But Elohim has revealed them to us through his Spirit, for the Spirit searches all matters, even the depths of Elohim. For who among men knows the thoughts of a man except the spirit of the man that is in him? So also the thoughts of Elohim no one has known except the Spirit of Elohim. And we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit that is from Elohim, in order to know what Elohim has favorably given us, which we also speak, not in words which man's wisdom teaches, but which the set-apart Spirit teaches, comparing spiritual matters with spiritual matters. But the natural man does not receive the matters of the Spirit of Elohim, for they are foolishness to him, and he is unable to know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he who is spiritual discerns indeed all matters, but he himself is discerned by no one. For who has known the mind of Yehovah? Who shall instruct him? But we have the mind of Messiah. Chapter 3. And I, brothers, was not able to speak to you as spiritual ones, but as to fleshly, as to babes in Messiah. I fed you with milk and not with solid food, for until now you were not able to receive it. And even now you're still not able, for you're still fleshly. For since there is envy and strife and divisions among you, are you not fleshly and walking according to man? For when one says, I am of Shaul, and another, I am of Apollos, are you not fleshly? What then is Apollos, and what is Shaul, but servants, through whom you believed, as the master assigned to each? I planted, Apollos watered, but Elohim was giving growth. So neither he who plants nor he who waters is any at all, but Elohim who gives the increase. And he who plants and he who waters are one, and each one shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we're fellow workers of Elohim. You are the field of Elohim, the building of Elohim. According to the favor of Elohim, which was given to me as a wise master builder, I've laid the foundation, and another builds on it. But each one should look how he builds on it. For no one's able to lay any other foundation except that which is laid, which is Yeshua Messiah. If anyone builds on this foundation, gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, straw, each one's work shall be revealed. For the day shall show it up, because it is revealed by fire. And the fire shall prove the work of each one, what sort it is. If anyone's work remains, which he has built on, he shall receive a reward. If anyone's work is burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, but so as through fire. Do you not know that you are a dwelling place of Elohim, and that the Spirit of Elohim dwells in you? If anyone destroys the dwelling place of Elohim, Elohim shall destroy him. For the dwelling place of Elohim is set apart, which you are. Let no one deceive himself. If anyone among you seems to be wise in this age, let him become foolish, so that he might become wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Elohim. For it has been written, He catches the wise in their craftiness. And again, Yehovah knows the thoughts of the wise, that they're worthless. So then, let no one boast in men, for all belongs to you, whether Shaul or Apollos or Kepha, or the world, or life or death, or the present or the future, all belongs to you. And you belong to Messiah, and Messiah to Elohim. Chapter 4. Let a man regard us as servants of Messiah and trustees of the secrets of Elohim. For the rest, it is sought in trustees that those should be found trustworthy. But with me, it's a small matter that I should be judged by you or by a man's court. But not even myself I judge. For I'm not conscious of any matter against myself, yet I'm not declared right by this. But he who judges me is Yehovah. So do not judge any at all before the time, until the Master comes, who shall bring to light what's hidden in darkness and reveal the thoughts of the hearts. And then each one's praise shall come from Elohim. And these matters, brothers, I've applied in a figure to myself and Apollos for your sakes, so that in us you might learn not to think beyond what is written, so that none of you be puffed up on behalf of one against the other. For who makes you to differ? And what do you have that you did not receive? And if you did indeed receive it, why do you boast as if you had not received it? You are already satisfied. You are already enriched. You have reigned as sovereigns apart from us. And I wish indeed you did reign, that we also might reign with you. For I think that Elohim has exhibited us, the emissaries, last, as appointed to death, because we became a spectacle to the world, both to messengers and to men. We're fools for the sake of Messiah, but you're wise in Messiah. We're weak, but you're strong. You are in esteem, but we are not appreciated. Until the present hour, we both hunger and thirst. We are scantily clad and beaten and homeless, and labor, working with our own hands. Being cursed, we bless. Being persecuted, we suffer. Being insulted, we help. We have been made as the filth of the world, dirt wiped off by all until now. I do not write this to shame you, but to warn you as my beloved children. For if you should have 10,000 instructors in Messiah, yet not many fathers. For in Messiah, Yeshua, I've brought you forth through the good news. Therefore, I appeal to you to become imitators of me. For this reason, I've sent Timotheus to you, who is my beloved and trustworthy son in the Master, who shall remind you of my ways in Messiah, as I teach everywhere in every assembly. Now, some are puffed up as though I were not coming to you. But I shall come to you shortly, if the Master desires, and I shall know not the word of those who are puffed up, but the power. For the reign of Elohim is not in speech, but in power. What do you wish? Shall I come to you with a rod, or in love and a spirit of meekness?